Welcome to Night at the Game Table. Tonight, I'm going to be taking on the one, the only, Nick Nanavati. I'll be piloting some Ynnari Eldar. He'll be playing some Death Guard. Who's going to win? Watch the episode and find out.
To keep up to date with everything at Night at the Game Table, all you have to do is click subscribe and then hit that tiny little notification button next to it, so every time we upload a new video, YouTube will be sure to let you know.
While you're watching, don't forget, we're giving away a Start Collecting box every month if you just share this video and then comment down below. You can pick any 40k Start Collecting box or an Age of Sigmar one, like Joshua Anderson, who went for the Seraphon. Nick, what do you think of Lizardmen?
I think they're pretty cool. It's like dinosaur people.
Dinosaur people, right, nice. So, this is the Nick Nanavati. He has won, I don't even know, Nick, what have you won lately in Warhammer
Just
World?
to give you the highlights, ATC, the American Team Championships, ETC, the European Team Championships.
First American ever?
First American team ever. LVO 2018, ITC Tournament Circuit winner 2017. I've won Adepticon 4 times, Nova Invitational twice. That's just the big stuff. It's a long list.
Right, so I'm not saying I'm worried about fighting this guy, but I've put my regular orcs to one side, I've stolen Nick's Ynnari tournament list, and I've given him our leftover Death Guard models.
Yeah.
Good luck, man.
Good luck, Kevin.
If you want to see what happened last time I took on Nick, check out our members area. There's a link down in the comments where it didn't go so well, but I'm hoping for better this time. Let's get ready.
Let's do it. Hey guys, it's Nick Nanavati here, and I'm playing Death Guard today against Kevin's Ynnari Eldar. For my list, I have 1 Demon Prince, 3 Bloat Drones with the Flamers, 1 Rhino full of 7 Plague Marines, and a Malignant Plaguecaster. For the mission, we're basically playing kill each other, so I'm just going to run straight at him and kill him. It's a really tactical plan.
So today I've got a Ynnari battalion. I've got Yvraine as my warlord. She's currently hiding in a Wave Serpent, along with a Spirit Seer and 2 units of 3 Dark Reapers. Then on the board, I've got 2 units of Rangers, 1 unit of Dire Avengers, and then there's 9 Shining Spears, who are my star players. We are playing Kingslayer today, which is kill the most of the enemy stuff as you can, plus their warlord makes the score double. Death Guard is very tough, very resilient. Nick's got some very high toughness units, plus a disgustingly resilient roll, plus a lot of wounds, so I've got a lot to chew through. I'm going to be trying to avoid making contact for the first turn or 2, and do my best to whittle him down before I get stuck into a slugfest. I finished deploying first, so I am +1 on the roll. Ooh. Oh. Can I seize initiative? I cannot.
So I went first, and my turn 1, I don't have any long-range shooting really, so I wanted to get aggressive onto Kevin without getting killed. So I decided to hang back and hover, use the tree, and just try to use my durability as Death Guard to survive for a little while I advance up the table. I am going to try to make this blow drone -1 hit. He's going to pop smoke, so hopefully my wall can be -1 to hit in front. Then I'm going to try to put some smite wounds onto the Wave Serpent, and I don't really have any shooting in range yet, so that'll be my turn. At -1 to hit the blow drone. Failed on a 5. Great. I'll use a command point. Still fails. Good start. Smite the Wave Serpent. Fails. Smite the Wave Serpent. Fails. What? The Rhino's gonna pop smoke. I just had one of the worst turns ever.
In my movement phase, I have run the hell away. I don't want to be anywhere near the Death Guard as long as possible to take advantage of my long-range firepower. So I've disembarked the Dark Reapers, pulled them back across the swamp, infantry have stayed where they are, Psychics have stayed in the Wave Serpent, which has flown to the opposite side of the board, and the Shining Spears are hiding out behind this little bit of cool tree here. And shooting. So on this side of the board, both units of Dark Reapers and these Rangers have managed to deal 4 damage to that bloat drone. Over on this side of the board, these Rangers and the Shuriken Cannon on here have yet to hurt that bloat drone, but now we are firing the big gun, the twin Eldari missile launcher with the Star Shot missile. 2 shots hitting on 3s. It's only 1. I'm going to command point that 2. Okay, that's 2. Strength 8, so we're wounding on 3s.
Only one.
Just the one.
Just a 5-up save for me. Fails it. It's D6 damage. 4. 4 disgusting resiliences. Takes 4 to the face. So that one missile launcher did more than your entire army.
It did as much as.
Did as much as.
That's the end of my turn. I'm hiding at the back, firing off, and it's over to Nick.
So Kevin's turn wasn't nearly as bad as it could have been. I passed a lot of saves and he just didn't do that much damage. So I didn't lose anything. This turn I just got a lot of my army out and we're gonna try to put some shots into Dark Reapers, put some smites into Dark Reapers, just try to hurt his long range firepower. The shots that kind of hurt my army the most. This one Blitzer on the far end though, he committed a suicide mission. He's gonna try to kill those 5 Rangers before he goes out. The spears are probably gonna finish him off, but hopefully he can get his damage done before and buy the rest of my army time to Kevin's left flank. So my blood drones are gonna try to shoot the Rangers. 2d6 shots. 6 shots. He automatically hits, so the Ranger debuff to hitting doesn't apply. I'm strength 6. I need 2s to wound. I reroll 1s for my plague weapon rule. So rerolling the 3 1s I roll. It's going to be 6 wounds, minus 1 AP, so 6 6-ups.
4, 5, 6, they are in cover.
They are in cover? Okay, so.
In the swamp.
Yep, so 6
So,
5s.
5-ups.
So 4 are going to go down. So it was a really good turn. My smites failed, unfortunately, so Kevin is left around with 2 Reapers left instead of the 0 I wanted him to have none. My bloat drone killed 4 out of the 5 Rangers on the other side of the board. Then Kevin failed the last one to morale. Because my smites failed, I had to throw a lot of bolter shots out of one squad. Luckily that finished off, but then Kevin rolled hot for my blade launcher saves on the other squad, so I only killed 1 Reaper there. So overall, I'm pretty happy with that turn. I think I'm really well set up for the future. Didn't kill as much as I wanted, but I think I'm pretty good still. Let's see how Kevin responds.
So, in my movement phase, I've moved up these Dark Reapers into the swamp, and the Dire Avengers are screening around them. That's a tournament term, right? Screening. Screening, that's what pro players do, they screen. Then Shining Spears have jumped over this beautiful piece of tree here. I don't know who found this, but it's gorgeous. Then the Wave Serpents come around the back of the injured bloat drone, and my 2 Psychos hopped out beforehand. They're sitting here, ready to manifest some psychic powers in my psychic phase. So, in my psychic phase, I've successfully manifested Fortune and Ancestor's Grace on my Shining Spears, so they'll reroll hit rolls of a 1, and they've got a 5-up feel no pain. I failed to doom this bloat drone over here, and now I've got a smite on this bloat drone over here. +1 on the roll, and we are at 10, which is D3 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds on this here bloat drone.
2 disgusting resilience, 1 wound. He's taken 5.
Okay. Okay, so my shooting phase, the Spears and the Reapers took out the injured bloat drone. Then we got a Soul Burst action to take some more shots into the middle bloat drone. Rangers and Dire Avengers put in a few more shots. Okay, pretty good turn for me in the end. I took out most of the Plague Marines in combat and finished off the other bloat drone. 2 Plague Marines left, 1 ran away for morale. My Shining Spears were about to fail morale, but I re-rolled and they survived. And now we're ready to move on to next turn.
I got hit really, really hard last turn. Didn't roll as hot as I wanted for saves. Kevin rolled pretty good on his Serpent Shield and stuff. Things happen. Now I'm just trying to come back by killing all of what he's got left and just leaving the 2 characters in the Serpent for next turn. So I position myself in a way where my DM Prince can go into his Dire Avengers and his Dark Reapers with the Rhino positioned to screen him from the oncoming Smites and Serpent. Hopefully between the 2 smites that I cast, plus my character, plus my Plague Marine, I can at least whittle down the spears to a very manageable amount. And then my bloat drone, he's just gonna flame stuff. So I feel good still, but it's not as clean as it was before. So my shooting phase was a little lackluster. I only managed to kill 2 Dark Reapers. Kevin stopped 3 for 3 powers, needing 9s on 2 dice. So I think past any powers, but I still killed 1 spear because of my special rule. Not great. So hopefully I can kill spears with close combat, and then we'll see what I can do after that, but that needs to happen. So we'll see what I can do. So we had a really bad turn, unfortunately. The Reaper survived with 1 wound left on the Exarch. The Spear survived with 1 Exarch alive, so that's 2 power level units I haven't destroyed. So as far as mission goes, not looking great there. Offensively, Kevin's army is pretty neutered. All of his heavy hitters are dead or in combat except for 1 Dark Reaper. It's pretty much just the Wave Serpent and the characters I have to worry about now. But I'm also down to like a limping bloat drone, a Rhino that doesn't matter, and a Demon Prince. So we're both just punching each other a lot. And hopefully I can come out on top here, but my dice have not been with me, and hopefully I can figure that out later.
Okay, in my movement phase, the Shining Spirit Exarch ran a long way away, so he doesn't die and lose me 14 power level. He couldn't charge this turn unless I used my last 2 command points. I wanted to save one of them for Serpent Shield. I've moved up my Psychers over here. My Reaper Exarch has moved back over here, and the Wave Serpent is close to the Demon Prince and the remaining Plague Marine. Onto the Psychic phase. In my Psychic phase, we've doomed the Demon Prince. We're rerolling wound rolls on him. We've given Ancestor's Grace to the Wave Serpent, so it'll reroll hit rolls of a 1. We smited away the Chaos Marine, and because our Cat Lady positioning wasn't very great, we have smited the Rhino instead of the Demon Prince. In my shooting phase, the Twin Eldar Missile Launcher did a bunch of damage to the Demon Prince. He is now down to 5 remaining. The Rangers finished off the Bloat Drone, but it exploded, which killed off the Reaper Exarch, who I really should have either positioned better or at least shot with before I did that. And now we are going to go and just resolve this combat quickly. I've got these 2 Eldar Avengers here, both hitting on 3s. 2 hits, wounding on 6s. Nothing.
The Rhino, nothing. I'm down to 2 models. My bloat drone died of 5 snipers magically with 3 wounds left. That's absurd, but it happens. At least he exploded and took a bunch of them with him. He took 1 Dire Avenger, the Reaper, and the Rangers with him. Mostly down to a Rhino and a Prince. I gotta make some magic happen, so my Prince just hopped over, and he is gonna go to town on Cat Lady. I get double power level points for Warlord, so hopefully she's gonna be worth like 10 victory points later on, and we'll see how it ends out after that. I went for the play where I killed Cat Lady and the Farseer because I rolled well for my smite. After I made a decision, because I'm losing this game right now, I wanted to get aggressive with my risk management and choose to gamble a bit. I lost both of my gambles, so now I'm just up creek without a paddle, and that sucks.
Fighting back, and this is looking shady for me because the Demon Prince has a sub-rating plate, so if I fail any wound rolls, I'm going to be looking at taking Reflected Mortal Wounds and losing both my characters. Let's try first of all with Yvraine, the Cat Lady. 4 hits. Remarkably not what I wanted.
He's got a 5 save for mortals. He's a fucking Eldar. Just don't even.
Oh my god. Mate, I'm sorry.
It's just not real.
Okay, somehow both my characters saved laying into the Demon Prince with his amazing artifact reflective armor, both having 1 wound left, and neither of them took a single wound, because apparently I'm the luckiest Englishman on the planet.
So in Knights Pro, this pro 40k player Facebook page I write for you guys, I preach a lot about you should never blame dice rolls for a game because dice don't matter if you build a good army and you play properly. The issue here is I have not built a good army, and
I literally stole your army.
Kevin is actually using my army, and I'm using whatever the hell Knights had left beyond the thing. So anyway, I will help you design a good army so this doesn't happen to you if you join Knights Pro. And that's my advice to you. Because this is just embarrassing.
Okay, the Shining Spear X-Rock has realized that there is not us has come charging back in. The Farseer and Yvraine have pulled out, and Yvraine is being a dirty, dirty coward, and she's getting back into the Wave Serpent where it's safe. That's a good move, right?
It is the move.
See, I'm learning.
I'm so angry that she's existing right now. Mick Hornbill's 4 out of 5 coming up.
Holy hell.
I think we can call it here.
Just Nick, I'm truly sorry, mate.
It's cool. So I went for the Hail Mary play on the last turn. I tried to kill Cat Lady in the Farseer because I was already down. I just needed to make something happen. Failed to kill both because Kevin can roll. We counted it out. It was probably under like 5%.
I should
total.
take up Pro 40k.
Yeah, that's his takeaway. Hey guys, so I just played Kevin, a good buddy here. I ended up losing, unfortunately. At the end, well, in the middle, I guess, he got really aggressive with his spears, which he should have, and it paid off for him. They killed both of my blow drones in one turn. Really wish I'd passed more Disgust and Resiliences, but you know, dice are dice, happens. I tried to make the comeback turn. I left one spear alive, unfortunately, left one Reaper alive, and it's just little things like that add up. And then later on, I went for a double kill with my DM Prince and a Farseer and Cat Lady. Kevin rolled awesome, and just both of them survived with one wound left, like picture perfect. You couldn't write it better. So that was the end of my Hail Mary experience, and the day was not there for the underdog. So it's cool. I think if I could do it again, I'd probably put more emphasis on redundancy in my list. Maybe take some more Plagueburst crawlers instead of like the things like the Plague Marines, the Rhino. Those didn't really contribute. They didn't really help. They were just like add-ons. I think more high toughness, resilient units would have been really beneficial.
Wow. Playing Nick is always an education. He was pointing out throughout the game things that I could have done better. There's some basic tricks and tips, like with the spears, you can move, advance, attack, and use your Soul Burst to run 22 inches away, which I didn't even know about because I'd not seen that in action. Nuances like that, fantastic. For one, getting my Reaper Exarch killed to an explosion before shooting with him, let alone not positioning him better in the first place. Not screening better for smites earlier in the game. You know, I thought about shots and I thought, well, I can't not get shot, but I didn't think, well, hang on, I can make sure I don't get smited with my units I care about more. So that's another thing to take a modern think about. I think I did a couple of basic things kind of okay, even though I was definitely on the fortunate side. I tried to pull things as far back and prolong my shooting advantage, which I think was basically correct, even if I didn't know the spear trick. Additionally, running away and hiding with my Warlord at the end, arguably I could have done that a turn earlier or not put her in a position where she would have gotten to combat with the Demon Prince, where she's not advantaged in the first place. But taking her off the board, remembering that my mission was Kingslayer and preventing my king from being slayed, sealed the game in the end, on top of what has to be said, a little bit of good fortune in my favor. Nevertheless, always a fantastic pleasure to play Nick. Great to have him on the channel. And I did steal his army, so sorry, pal. So Nick, thank you for the army list. It was great.
I really appreciate that.
It is better than I am, clearly, but I'm getting better with it.
It was hilarious watching because you did take my army and just use it against me.
So Nick is doing a coaching program with us that you guys could sign up for if you're interested. Nick, tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so it's called Knights of the Game Table Pro. So for those of you who are Knights of the Game Table members or just people who like the Facebook page or whatever, if you're interested in getting better at competitive 40k or just interested in beating up your uncle who you play in your basement, whatever, I can help you. It's personalized coaching. So if you're interested in something where I help you design an army that's the right army for you. Maybe you're not interested in playing the best army in the game or chasing the meta, or maybe you are. That's also what I do. Whatever your goals are for 40k, I can help you reach them. I design an army for you and evolve it over time as new codexes, as new rules are added, as FAQs, chapter approves. As they all come out, the rules of the game change, and I adapt with them for you.
Thank you so much for joining us on Knights at the Game Table. If you want to find out more about pro coaching with Nick, we're going to put another link down in the description. Check it out. Thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.
Take care, guys.